Good morning and welcome to Ag Day. I'm Michelle Rook. Clinton Griffiths is on assignment. The supply chain crunch isn't over yet. Issues at the ports are now moving inland, raising costs and new problems for shippers. Farm Journal's Ty Morgan joins us now with more on this. Ty, these bottlenecks could all come together at harvest time.
Well, Michelle, issues getting grain from the Midwest to places like California and the Southwest are becoming more severe, and feed users are paying more for that grain, with some concerned about running out. National Grain and Feed Association telling us it's not issues with equipment or engines breaking down. Instead, it's the amount of time it's taking to get trains. Ken Erickson of S&P Global says the main issue revolves around labor.
At times in the past several months, we have heard from more than one member that has had severe difficulty getting feed. Sometimes being within several hours of being short.
The railroads had, on a mandated requirement, instituted precision railroad systems out there, precision scheduled railroads, part of the requirements to meet for the federal government. And so they thought they didn't need as much crews if they can automate some things or be able to have greater visibility of trains. Well, the reality is they got so far behind, they had furloughed a lot of crew members. And you just can't bring crews back overnight without adequate training, and to bring equipment back that's offline to get it conditioned again. So these things, it takes long lead times.
At the same time, the four major rail lines are in the middle of a labor dispute with the unions. Currently, all parties are in what they call a 30-day cooling off period. But in mid-July, there are some actions the president can take. And with the current timeline on the table, there's a deep concern about even more severe labor issues with rail during harvest.
But once we get into mid-September, there's also a risk of some labor issues, even a labor stoppage on some of the rail lines. And so getting these things addressed now, and all of us working together before we get particularly into that fall harvest, where we've really never been in a situation where a reliable and resilient rail service is more important than it is.
Now, Erickson says this Friday, the International Longshore and Warehouse contract with Pacific Maritime Association expires. Now, they have been negotiating and committed to stay working, but that could also cause some disruptions or even lockouts short term. Reporting from Missouri, I'm Ty Morgan for Ag Day.